So when I started understanding that, and I was like, okay, most of this, I started seeing that most of the stuff I'm seeing on the internet is lies, right? And it's just fabricated. So I had to start doing my own work and start doing things a little bit differently. And I started realizing, if I want to scale, most people think that scale means more, bigger, faster. Scale simply means multiplication and duplication. That's what. So so how this played out for me. So at one point it was just me. I was doing coaching calls, I was handling customer support, I was doing the ads, I was doing the whole nine, right? And then I hired a salesperson. And now I was used to doing all the sales myself. So a part of my identity, again, this is an identity thing that we deal with as entrepreneurs. I had to give off the sales calls. But then my guy who was training me on this process, he helped me with that because he knew it was going to come. He was like, your identity is around doing the sales. So I had to let that go and begin to shift my identity, right? That was scale. I had duplicated myself, right? And then I hired my partner, Dre. Actually, I used to do all the coaching calls and he was more so behind the scenes. He started taking over the coaching calls, right? He started taking over some of the coaching calls and then he eventually took over all of them, right? So again, that was me. That was scale. I had duplicated myself again. So now I can serve at an even higher level. And then I ended up hiring a VA who came on. She was an assistant at that. Well, one, she's an operations director now, but she came on as a VA. And she started handling customer support. And I told her from the get-go, I don't want a VA who's going to wait on me to do tasks. I want somebody who's going to find better ways, systemize things and see different things about how we can do things better. That's your role. And then again, she grew into operations director. So this was different scale at different elements because y'all know, like if we're by ourselves, it's typically going to take us anywhere from 5 to 10 people to just duplicate what we do as an individual. Right. So I used to build funnels. I used to write copy. I used to do ads. I used to do, you know what I'm saying? That can be 3 people right there. If you don't hire one person who can do all of them. Right. So I start understanding these specific things and start detaching from all the stuff that I was seeing on the internet and was like, okay, what is actually real in this space and what is not? And then really start defining what success really looks like to me and not getting caught up in like chasing these arbitrary goals that I got caught up chasing after.
They have to give you a goody one for that talk to him. But that was a good segue too. I don't know if you're going to ask this too, because what does success look like for you? How do you define success right now? Everybody has their own metric. But what's
success to me is, I'll say it this way. Here's my scoreboard. Right. So because I used to say success to me is having a clear vision and waking up every day, chipping away at it. Right. But to me, when I say that, well, like, what does that mean? Like, how do you make that tangible? So my scoreboard is when I wake up in the morning, 99% of the time I'm home to wake my kids up in the morning. Right. Iron their clothes, pray with them, do affirmations. We talk before they go to school. Make their smoothies or fix them fruit. We just have a conversation before they go see my wife, the whole 9 yards, right? That's success to me, right? My kids get home, I'm home. Before they go to bed, I'm there. 99% of the time. We talk about when they get home from school. Hey, what was the happiest moment of your life today? I mean, at school today. What made you mad, right? Being able to have those conversations, like that's success to me. My dad went around when I was growing up. I don't really know how to do. Nobody married where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So learning that game, being present as a husband, learning as a husband, growing in that particular area, growing as a father. Can't nobody taught me how to do it. Wasn't nobody around to teach me how to do it. I didn't see married couples like that growing up. You know what I'm saying? So success to me is being able to show up. Like the money stuff is cool. How people see me in the marketplace, that's cool. But it's like I don't get caught up in that because I learned that if you live by the applauses, you'll die by the boo. So I don't get caught up in like what people who I don't even know say about me, right? I'm more concerned with who I am at home to the people that that's gonna be here like no matter what. And that's the like the numbers and all that is cool. I done hit the numbers, I done had the cars, and we do the vacations and we do that stuff, but it's like a lot of that stuff is fleeting though.
That's real.
I mean but great metric. It's a phenomenal metric. And the only thing I have to add in that is individuals are allowed to have their own success metric, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's just
You know what
mine.
I mean?
And it took me
No,
a minute.
that's what I said. Yeah.
It took me a
And
minute. I had to get to there. I'm like, what? That's what I'm
Yeah.
like, what is it? Because like one day I was like, okay, this is the revenue goal, but I was like, but why? Why do I want to hit that? And I
right,
was like, what do I really want to make? Like, what do I want to take home? Because
Right.
what the business makes and what I take home is real no direct correlation unless you're optimizing for it. So I was
Correct.
like, based on the life that I want, what do I personally have to make to fund this life? And then
Right.
based on that, now we can optimize for the business to create that versus me just chasing an arbitrary goal just for the sake of chasing just because this person said this what you should be making, or this what this person saying that they're making. Me trying to say, okay, well, I need to be making that too type of thing.
Yeah.
We say that all the time.